So the next is about asynchronous bus. So as we already know, the synchronous means it goes along with the system clock. So just opposite to that is an asynchronous bus. Data transfer on the bus is controlled by the handshake between the master and the slave. So in asynchronous bus, we are using the help of some extra control signals and we call them as handshake signals. That is, before actual data transmission, the device will check and it will confirm whether they are ready or not. So if we are using the signals and they are called as handshake signals. So I will just take an example here. Suppose I'm using two different devices for communication. So then this this is a processor. If we are going to think this as a processor will send that I want to communicate with you. Okay, so it will send some signal saying that this processor needs this particular IO device. So by using some control signal. So since compared to the speed of the processor, IO devices are very slow. It requires some time to get ready. Okay. So once the IO devices becomes ready, what this will do means it will send another control signal from the IO device to the processor and it is going to inform the processor that I am ready. Now you can do the transmission. So in this way, before the actual transmission between these two devices, control signals are exchanged between the devices. And this way of exchanging the control signal before the data transmission is called as handshake. Okay. So the data transfer on the bus is controlled by the handshake between the master and the slave. So in the case of asynchronous bus, we are having master and slave. Okay. So and these handshake signals are taken care between the master and the slave. So this is a master here and this is a slave here. So the master will send some signal and to that the slave will interact. So in this way the control signals are exchanged between the master and the slave in case of asynchronous bus. The common clock in synchronous bus is a case is replaced by two timing control signals. Control lines. So in case of synchronous we are having the same clock which is used for the IO device as well as the processor also, but here that is replaced by two different timing control lines. One is called the master ready and another one is called as slave ready. The master ready signal is asserted by the master to indicate to slave that it is ready to participate in a data transfer. So whenever the master device is ready, it will send a signal called master ready in order to tell that it is ready for data transfer. So the next signal is control ready signal. Slave ready signal. Slave ready signal is asserted by the slave in response to the master ready from the master and indicate to the master that the slave is ready to participate in the data transfer. So in this way, we are having two different control lines. One is telling the master is ready for transfer and the another one is saying that slave is ready for data transmission. So data transfer using the handshake protocol. So with the help of handshake signals only data transmission between the different devices takes place in case of asynchronous. Okay. So let us see what are different protocols to be followed for data transmission. Master places the address and the command information on the bus. So master is the first one which is going to take part in this transmission. So it will place the address and command on the bus. Asserts master ready signal means it will make this master ready signal high to indicate to the slave that address and the command information have been placed on the bus. So once it will place the address and the command on the bus, this master ready control signal, what it will do means it will inform the slave that the address and the command is already placed on the bus. All devices on the bus decodes the address. So all the devices which are connected to this bus, so it can be n devices. So these n devices, it will decode the address and it will check whether that address is mine. Okay, so that IO device will check whether whatever the address which is sent on the master, is it my address. So each and every device will check that. Okay, so addresses slave perform the required operation means whichever the addresses slave means one of those devices whose address is there, that become a slave. Okay, so that will perform the required operation and inform the processor it has done so by asserting the slave ready signal. So once that device come to know that it is its address, it will inform the processor that it is ready by making the slave ready signal high. So once it is done, the master remove all the signals from the bus. So once the slave get ready, the master will remove all the signals. That is, it will remove the address as well as the different control signals which are placed once the slave is ready. Okay, so once the slave is ready, if the operation is read operation, master also stroke the data into its input buffer. So if it is the next operation is the read operation, then it performs the read operation. So that is shown with the diagram. So but this is not in detail for you, and this much is enough about asynchronous bus.